Alright, that looks like it totally worked. That's excellent. I do have a much better grasp on how this works. That's... Alright, I am slightly early, which is great, because last time when I triggered, I had wondered if I triggered the live before it was scheduled to start, if it would go right at that moment. And it totally did, which is awesome. So I do have a lot of control. It did take, I think there was maybe a minute and a half delay, but that's not bad at all. Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are, everybody. I received a message from Tabby, who should be with us shortly. Tenzin, what's going on? It is very difficult for me to be super mindful of everything that's going on in the game, in the chat, everywhere. So Tabby very generously went and rewatched the videos and took some notes and sent me the notes, and bloody hell were they detailed. It was it was really something. I also rewatched and took some notes. Funny enough, my notes were much more simple. They were nowhere near as robust, which is great, because that meant that if we were going off my notes, maybe we would get like a B, but these are some A+ notes here. So I'm not going to read through all of the notes. What I'm going to read through are things that we are going to focus our attention on today. Okay? All right. We should go back to the sheriff's office. Tabby references that I did not check the fax machine there, and it is true, there could be something in the tray, or it might allow me to print the last thing that was sent. So we're going to go and do that. That was actually, see, this is what I was talking about the robust notes. I actually wanted to go back there today because we didn't have a flashlight when we were there before, and I thought maybe the flashlight might lend us something. So that's cool. Also, being that our friend Scott was locked, I mean, I imagine he had to stay at least overnight, right? When he was accused of being guilty of Vivian's murder. What if that's where the key to the cabin is, right? I mean, I don't know. We'll have to go and check. So we're going to go and recheck the sheriff's office today. We'll look at the fax machine, and we will also go see if having the flashlight, if anything happens to stand out that didn't before. Catherine's missing pin. This was kind of a big thing. Got really excited about going to the basement, and then got stopped. I'm talking about the hospital, but we never picked up Catherine's missing pin from the lobby. It was in a drawer in the lobby, so we have to go and do that. Hey, Tabby, I am, pardon me, reading through the things we're going to focus on that came pretty much courtesy of your notes. Thank you so much. We are going to want to look at the map when we're in the hospital and make sure that we have, in fact, covered the entire first floor, because there's a chance that we did not. Wanda, whose key we got at the hospital, she lives at 43 Silver Lake. The key doesn't look like a house key. Maybe it's a mailbox key. It might be worth, if we happen to be going in that direction anyway, it might be worth it for us to go to 43 Silver Lake and just see if there's anything we can see. Bernard's locker room key. I think we might have opened his locker already, but just in case, we'll go and run through that. Tabby said there was a book in the maid's room that I looked over. And also, and this is a very good point, that I missed pretty much every pew. While rewatching myself, there was one time where I was in the mansion, and I went and I looked from right to left, and there was like a table, just like a hall table, and you could barely see it. I had to pause, and I was like, wow, I really should have checked that out. But that's kind of, how these things go a little bit, so it's all right. We're going to go, and like I said, I think we should start at the sheriff's office. It's always good to start at the start, and we do have a flashlight now. There could be something there. Also, maybe with the flashlight in the sheriff's office Could that be where the Slim Jim is, right? And then we can start getting into cars. That'd be neat. But this was really cool. Thank you so much, Tabby. I appreciate this. And normally I would start on the title screen for Painscreek. What am I doing here? What is this? So I personally am thoroughly enjoying myself, and it looks like you guys are having a pretty good time too. I understand it's not for everybody because this is, this is supposed to be for scary stories and stuff like that, but it's nice to just kind of like, let our hair down, have some time together. It's just something I enjoy, and it looks like you guys are having a good time too. This game, Crime Scene Investigator, well, it's Scene Investigators, but it's crime scenes. This is actually being created by the same people that made the Painscreek killings. So, personally, I think this is not a bad place for us to go afterwards. It's neat. No one has to make any decisions right now, but I read through this, and apparently they have recreated real crime scenes for this game, which is genius. Like, wow. And I also know that they don't spoon feed you things in their games because we're playing Painscreek now, and we're not getting spoon fed anything. So in case anyone is wondering, well, what might happen after this? This might be where this goes. It's already something that I have an eye on. It's supposed to come out spring 2022. So, just something to think about. Like I said, I've been enjoying solving crimes with you guys. I think in here we get to be like an actual officer, not Janet, the very important investigative reporter. So that's neat. All right. I've been very busy. Look at all this. We are continuing. I'm glad we stopped here, because we're actually not far from the sheriff's office. Sometimes I wonder, like, I don't think this is that kind of game, but I kind of wish they gave us one of those, like a blacklight flashlight, so we could see, like, if there was blood splatter on the walls. That'd be neat, because then you'd be like, turn off all the lights and turn on your blood splatter flashlight. That'd be cool. I don't think that's gonna happen here, though. I don't know that that small towns got blood splatter flashlights. I feel like if they did, they wouldn't be needing my help right now. They would be like, well, here's the trail. What's going on, John Winter? I believe this is the front gate this way. Oh yeah, I hope you have a snack or something. Goodness, maybe a little bit of dinner. Can I close this being inside of here? Like maybe there's something behind the door? Is that possible? You gonna let me do it? Nope. Okay. That's okay. See this right here? It's locked. See, look, what the hell is that? Is that a note? That's what I'm talking about. It's like there's something... There's a very high chance that Scott spent some time in here. Oh, for John, who was at work, more than likely when I put that bit in the community tab. The thing that I use for the thumbnail, that image, that is the inside of Scott's cabin. I found that out because Steam sent me a card called Scott's Cabin, and that's what it looked like. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's Scott's cabin. All right. There was a flashlight here. Was it always here? Now I'm going to have to go back and see, because maybe after you unlock the flashlight, it just appears everywhere. But that's kind of weird. Like, why would you bother at that point? Those post-its don't say anything. Okay, let's go and see. 1 Maple. Mary Martinez, a maid currently working at the mansion. I don't recognize that name from my list of names. She might be the person that replaced the head maid Wanda. Retrieving the morning paper when she saw Vivian's body. Maybe she's M. Tabby in her notes said that M might stand for maid. It could, or it could just be Mary or Martinez, who is the maid anyway. Mary Martinez, the maid. That's good alliteration. Flowers, front. Indeed, a person who was respected and adored. Okay. You know what else? Why didn't I bring my own flashlight to this?
Oh, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Anne's courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Steven is the person that never checked out. I'm almost positive. I think it was Stephen Moss. Work reassignment, Sheriff Howard. Have we ever gotten any other information from Sheriff Howard? Like, have we ever seen a note from him left anywhere? Because if we've not, if this is the only place where he kind of exists, that would suggest that the combination for this should be in this room. The thing is, there's none of his like personal effects here. Is there? If any, does anyone remember seeing any of the sheriff's personal? Well, maybe this is one of the sheriff's personal effects. The last combination that we found, that it was Tabby and I think her name was Laura or Lauren. They found 5385. It actually appeared twice in the environment. It was on the wooden airplane, but it was also a date written in the journal, and in that journal he mentions the secret space. So a day appearing twice, or a number appearing twice with some kind of description, could very well be a key. Yeah, I do think that I think Scott was investigating, and I think it might be why he's no longer alive. Population decreased. Once a lively town. Reaped the benefit from her passing. Okay. Scott spoke about a package. And then said he was at the hotel. Okay. I think Tabby also mentioned... Oh, yeah. I think Tabby also mentioned that I did not touch the fax machine in the hotel. Keanu Reeves. Another interesting thing about this game is that, you know, it doesn't outright tell you you can limbo underneath this thing. That is interesting. I do want to go down that way, but we're going to go and see what Steven was up to for a moment. Going to give him a little bit of time. Let's see. Also, that could have triggered something, for all we know. You know, this is actually a pretty big area, too. Could I have gotten in from some other entrance to see things that I could not have seen from the main entrance? That's locked up. I mean, that's a different address. I don't think they're the same building. This cannot be touched. Okay. Okay. Untouched bottles of wine. We've seen that before. Nothing's changed in light of other things that we've found. You know what? There's no writing in here. Thinking maybe there was a name, you know, Dart Champion or something. We've seen this before. Moon Cafe. Where is Moon Cafe? Have we been there yet? That's something to think about. Moon Cafe. Moon Cafe does not appear on the map, but you know what else doesn't appear on the map that exists? That cabin, and we've been there. We did not find a Slim Jim at the sheriff's office. What the problem with the Slim Jim is? It's frickin' slim. Vivian Roberts. I'm looking for names right now to see if anything. No. And then this child, like, this thing appears everywhere. 4 Pebble Lane. You know what? I'm gonna write that down right now. 4 Pebble Lane. What if he's the bad guy? That would be very strange. Okay. Close this door. Nothing's behind it. No keys on the wall.
Thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Huh. Mrs. Patterson for the spare key. There goes Stephen Moss. He's still checked in. Huh. this person, man, if this person was tossing darts from over here, this guy is the dart master. Or girl, he or she is the dart master. It's a locked toolbox. Yeah, can we do something about this? No? Okay. Okay. Now, we ended last time upstairs, but we are in here, and we are finding stuff that that we left behind before, so... Nothing on that door. This door cannot be adjusted. So we're going to go upstairs. Are there phones in the rooms? Not in this one. No name, no date. I do not think I have a key that this is going to work for, but I am going to try right now. The odds of that one working were so incredibly small. It says drawer on it, but you know. All right. Fun fact, this is actually how I find things in real life, not a joke. I'm terrible at finding things. I mean, I hear most men are the worst. But I discovered if I use my cell phone's flashlight, I'm really looking where I'm looking. And that's helpful. Is there anything on the spine? Come on. Nope. Okay. Why is it locked? Is he still there? Yeah, it was the little carton inside the toilet paper. No. Can't unlock any of the other ones. What about the trunk? No? No? Okay. Let's look at the map. This is where we are. Well, let's go... I was gonna say we could go to Pebble Lane, where the little boy was last seen. But... let's try to tie up some loose ends first. We've done the sheriff's fax machine. There is the pin in the hospital. Let's go and run for that. Things that make you go, hmm. Okay. Back to the scary hospital. Okay. Space occupancy. F1. There goes frickin' Trisha's room. F2 single. Sharon B. Harold M. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can't read that? Okay. Father Matthew. Yeah, okay. We got that key. Oh. Is this the pin? EX nihilo? Ex nihilo. I should not read this out loud. 1964. Can I not take this? I guess that would be theft. All the other things I've taken, no problem. Catherine's pin. Who thinks they know what Catherine's pin is for? There's a leaf on it. And then 1964. 1964 easily could mean, you know, to open a lock, one of those combo locks. But Catherine is not somebody that I remember very well. So what does Catherine have that I would want to unlock? Now, to make sure that we have, in fact, thoroughly searched the hospital. First floor. 8 is the lobby. We're going to go to the right, because I think I normally went to the left. So if we miss something, we'll catch it. Do a little walkthrough. That's the stairwell. We've been in these restrooms. Exam room 102. I believe this was Wanda's room. Do we have... Just leave them open. Yep. There goes Wanda talking about Derek. Okay. Is there anything behind the door? Nope. Alright, we're carrying on. The nurse's station. Okay. I don't think any of these keys are going to work for these. Maureen Lisa Catherine, 1964. Okay. May 19th, 1993. Norma Jefferson was admitted to PCH at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but he was not able. We're not able to. Okay. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Schneider, who was not supposed to be on duty. It was the third time we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. Is that the good doctor that was found at the bottom of the lake? Or the creek? Susan has been sick 3 days in a row, with Catherine calling in sick. But at the last moment, tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I have agreed to do a double shifts this weekend. Oh, so this is not Catherine's book. It is unfortunate that 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Rumor has it that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone else was playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river near the hunting cabin. Okay. June 26. I was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was 11:15 p.m., so very late, and the visiting hours were over. I called out to her. She turned to me and promptly walked away. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out of the window. It wasn't raining. June 26. Okay. We're going to keep going to the right. It's locked. This looks like it takes a card to open. No cards here? No? No cards here. Okay. We're also supposed to be on the lookout for that. There was a package. Number 4 is the emergency room. So this is the emergency room here. Can I squeeze past? Nope. And oh, I can't push things that are on wheels. I'm too weak. The greatest investigative journalist in the world, but too weak to push carts on wheels. Nobody's perfect. No? Nope. Okay. On the bench? Tabby, something was on the bench. Henry Johnson's key card. And we needed a key card. Shit. So, you guys obviously also witnessed that. Yep. Can't close that door behind me. Okay. I am equipped with a flashlight with very impressive batteries. Shit. Yeah, I know. Just open the door, okay? Power is off. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. All right. Now, you all remember... Oh, actually, I shouldn't say, oh, I don't know who's watching, but when we got this flashlight, we went up the stairs and found another stairwell that went up to the roof, and it looked like it might be a place where you could go to put back on the power. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go corner myself right over here and see if there's any power room listed. But if not, I'm pretty sure it's the roof. Electric control room claims it says it's in the basement. Alright, so here's what's up. We're going to go up the stairs first to see if it's going to be controlled from the roof. And if it's not, if the person didn't control it from the roof, that means that person was probably in the basement. Right? So that means the basement could very well be empty. Can I touch electrical things up here? Oh, wait. Can I? A broken ledge. Someone could fall and die. Yeah, like me. An astute observation. Hard hat area. Listen, is there like a reset button that I can push up here? No? Not gonna do that for me, guys? No? Okay. We're going to the basement. Oh man, those trash cans just spawning in like that. That's not right. Why is the sound still off, huh? Why? Why did we run out of sound budget? What if I got so scared I was like, well guys, I guess we're never gonna find out what happened. It's still locked. And bolted from behind. Okay, so we're going to try every one of these keys, even the ones that probably aren't going to work, because somebody had control of stuff that's going on in here. Okay. Okay. Before I officially plan on leaving the area, every now and then we see those boxes outside, those electric boxes. We've never, pardon me, we've never been able to interact with one. It's never been allowed. But we've also never had the electricity shut off while we were at a place. So, oh, I can't get through these chains, guys. It's too strong for me. So we're gonna go in one way, out another. Yep. If that person was in here also, that means that something could be different. I really don't want to be in here right now. I want to go check the outside. There we go. If we can find a power box. It does mean that you have to be on the other side to undo it. Yes, that's exactly what it means. And it might be somehow connected to the church, because the church also... No, but I think the church was also bolted. They can't both be... Huh. I can't get over there. I don't really know if there's anything over there worth getting, but... worth seeing, but... when we go back inside, we're going to lean to the right to see if there is something coming out that way. Alright, no electrical boxes. We're gonna lean right and see if we can exit from the right. Nope. Okay. What's 7? 7 is the kitchen. We were in the kitchen. We did see the cafeteria. Okay. So, aside from the rooms that we could not get into, we have examined the first floor. Okay. Whew. Alright, we're going to cut across Black Pine Road to get to Silver Lake Boulevard to see if we can, maybe the key does go to Wanda's house, or, you know, there could be a shed on the property or something that Wanda's key will open. I want to say that we're not alone, but I mean, this place, no one's been here forever. The electricity could have just shut off. It's possible. Doesn't mean it's not creepy as hell. Town Center Walnut. Oh, okay. Did I just go backwards? I might have. Did I get myself turned around? I did. We're going this way. Or, you know, since we're already here, this is probably a more direct route. Yeah, that was not cool. In real life, that's when you leave and come back with friends. Cemetery. Oh, okay. Good. Let's go the other way. We're okay. You know what, while we're right by the church, we have a storage key. But I've not opened any storages, because I'm pretty sure the key would have been consumed. Found in the church study room. Yep. I believe that's for storage. Where'd this one come from? This is a house entrance key found in one of the lockers in the mansion. Do we see any auxiliary buildings? I don't see any auxiliary buildings here. We are not given the option to unlock it at all. Yeah. Like there's no keyhole. Like it's bolted from behind, kind of. Pardon me. I thought that too. I actually had the same feeling, but if that's the case, then it does confirm that the electricity going out was not some random by chance occurrence. There it is. What do we got here? Oh. So Andrew's also gone. The Painscreek Herald. Mansion worker Andrew Reed's charred body found in his burnt home. That's 7 Black Pine. Body covered with third-degree burns. At around 11:25 p.m. last night, a fire broke out on 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek. Andrew Reed, the owner of the house, was found deceased with third-degree burns from head to toe. He was seated on the couch in the living room next to the fireplace when the fire likely started. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined, but the sight of alcohol-like bottles in front may suggest that the carpet may have been soaked and helped increase whatever set the incident off. According to possible witnesses, Andrew was seen drunk last night when he was leaving Ant's courtyard in Suites. Police found bottles of empty vodka in the living room next to the fireplace. No foul play is detected at this moment. Andrew Reed, a gardener and handyman for the Roberts family more than 2 decades, has a wife and son, and his son is named Daniel. That's wow. So maybe this Daniel character is the one who's messed up, because if the house caught fire and you know it's a big scary mess, okay, yeah, I can believe all that. Why wasn't those occult symbols that were on the ground probably came after the fire? Let's see if there's anything underneath. No. Yeah, we did see some power boxes. This must be that door that can't be opened. If we walked in through there, it's probably that right there. power still works here. So whatever happened at the hospital is not affecting this building. So somebody was there. That and the fact that the electric room is marked as being in the basement, an area that we do not have access to at the moment. Nope, okay. Huh. Can't interact with it though, but that's strange the way the book is just sitting there. Kitchen utensils, okay. That cryptic message about the package we heard today, we heard that at the precinct, so as creepy as it was, it's probably not a bad thing. Otherwise, why would you tell the sheriff? Unless the sheriff was in on it, that would be storage. I think we have a key. I really hope there's a Slim Jim in there. Our Slim Jim. We've waited so long. Scott's things. Huh. It says that's a house key. I don't think these are gonna work, but I'm gonna try them anyway. A busted Sean pen. Wait, was I standing on something? I was. I'm higher. Can I see anything? No. This game does not allow you to jump, so... I think I left this door open before. It's locked. But there's no option to unlock it. There's no keyhole. Seriously, what kind of maniac? I don't even know if this happens, you know, on a somewhat regular basis. Like, is the place cursed? Like, you have to wonder. Just want to see, is there anything written on this baseball? There is, really light. Looks like a K and then maybe H-A. It's difficult for me to see, so I'd imagine you guys it would be impossible. But first initial K last initial H is what I'm thinking it is. When I first saw it, I thought, you know, maybe it's just silliness, but I mean, I guess everything in here is a little bit of silliness. Not this, though. This secret hideout 5 p.m. Okay. We're gonna look at this one more time, just in case. Painscreek, anything else makes me happy. I think, there we go. There's a secret room in the mansion. I don't know that we found that. It's hard to tell. The attic could have been considered a secret room, but it's got a very easy door to spot. So, probably not. Okay, can't open that one. That's Calvin, the previous pastor. Huh. Okay, that box is not important. Return the tools back to the storage room. Cool. You know what? I think there was a picture of the two of them over here. Is there a date on any of this? So that's another number lock. Yes, we definitely can get into cars now. I don't know why Wanda would have the key to that door, but I'll give it a try. Pick this up. Oh, it's just another Bible. Appears to be the same asset that's everywhere else. Let's look at that map again. Okay. We are carrying on to Wanda's house, 43 Silver Creek. I don't like when that happens. Oh, Silver Lake. I thought the same thing, like maybe, because you remember I crawled behind that, there was that big picture in that attic room, and I crawled behind it, right through it. I didn't see anything, but to be fair, I have missed things before. It is worth looking at again. No, I don't want to. Kind of. This is 29 Silver Creek. Or Silver Lake. Sorry. Is there more Silver Lake back here? 31? Does it say it's Silver Lake though? Well, this is kind of on the way to the Roberts house anyways, which makes a little bit of sense. This doesn't even have a number on it. Can't peek over that. $34. Okay, so the numbers are going up still. 39. 41. 43. Oh. Normally, I'd say we're winding down a little bit right now, but considering that this entire time we've just been tying up loose ends from previous episodes, we're gonna carry on. Oh man. Well, at a minimum, it's great that it looks like this place wasn't set on fire. So this is Wanda's home, and she was replaced by, well, we're pretty sure she was placed by Marie. She was sick. She had cancer. And her son is Derek, who was the chauffeur. And from what it sounds like, a very good son. Oh, does she have kitties? Is that what that is? A cat food container. Apologize for my dog. Hope that didn't scare anybody. I live down a dirt road, so if there's a car that comes anywhere within 2 streets of me, that's Jack. He gets very excited. Hey Amy, how you doing? I had one just like this. I really did though. Oh. Is there soap operas? What is this? Old and New London. It's volume 4. Okay. I can't read it? Okay. Okay, I cannot read this. See you, John. Close. More stuff from London. So, Wanda had many varied interests. Or Derek. Oh, another journal. Friday, January 12th, 1990. We went cycling today. Scott said he can ride faster than me. Of course, that isn't true. So we had a competition, and Trisha was our referee. We set the goal line to be the fence in front of the river. I was winning until we almost reached the finish line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal. I yelled at him to stop, but he didn't listen. By the time he crossed the line, it was too late. The brakes did not stop him in time. His bike hit the fence, and he was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the riverbank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing, even though Scott was the one bleeding. I think I'm hurting more than him. Wednesday, March 14th, 1990. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached and asked if I would like to be his chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have by the end of this week to decide. It's a good opportunity. I'd get a raise in salary and I'd get to travel around the country. I think I'll say yes. 2 weeks later, well, a little more. April 1st. Trisha came today and suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near a big stone in the cemetery. Heh! Before leaving, we made a promise to each other that we will open it in 10 years. And it might be 10 years' time now. I mean, we don't know exactly when this took place, but... Wednesday, May 16th, 1990. I had a chance to walk around New York today. As I went into a bookstore, I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive, but I think she'll like it. I should surprise her by giving her the notebook on her birthday. Thursday, June 28th, 1990. I didn't expect to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mom. On the other hand, I get to stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not a bad deal. Charles treats me very well. He even gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I'll get something nice for my mom next time. Allowances? How old is this guy? He's a chauffeur. Well, I guess, could you be a chauffeur at 16? Do they not have school in this neighborhood? Saturday, September 29th, 1990. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there's a nest in the drain hole that sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assured us that it's fine. So off we went. Sure enough, there were eggs. I didn't know what eggs those were, and decided to stay a little further away. Scott started collecting them when I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout that it was a snake. I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake. Then he spread his arms out and slowly walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He extended his right hand with the stick towards the snake and slowly placed the bag of eggs on the floor with his left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run." We all ran screaming, our lungs out. I think that was the fastest I've ever ran in my life. This is very strange. 28th, 1990. He's already a chauffeur at this point. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like snakes either, but, I don't know, well, I mean, everyone's different, I guess. Monday, November 5th, 1990. I miss the old days when it was Trisha, Scott, and myself hunting in the back of the woods, playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given to us, such as the house we live in and our jobs. I just miss the time when we were young and carefree. We would go anywhere and nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Sunday, December 23rd. Why doesn't she realize that I like her? You know, it's how it happens sometimes. I'm sorry. You know, it's not her fault. There's only enough, space to be with one special person. And sometimes it's you and sometimes it isn't. And you can be friends if you want to. That's a nice thing too, but we're going to look at those things in a moment. Ooh. Derek. Yeah, sure. It's a little hunting knife. You know, you're a special person, and then you just have your friends. And I think Derek's big problem here is that there's not enough people because people keep dying. Yeah, he could find his special someone somewhere else. Okay, no. That's not what I wanted to do. Can I not investigate this red thing? What the hell is that? What is that red thing? Alright, I'm not allowed to know what that red thing is. It's a secret from us. I didn't want to just come out and say that Derek was a simp, because it's not nice. You know, it is tough. And you see, like, in older movies where there's only 4 homes and like 4 families in town, you know, if there's 3 guys and 1 girl, one of them is going to be the winner and the other ones will be successful in some other town, or have to import a girlfriend, go and find some, fall in love, and then say, hey, I have a great setup over here, we should check this out. He's a nice guy, and he's young too. And I mean, as someone that at one point was a young man, I can tell you we are stupid. Young men are suckers. They're suckers. I don't know why. It's an incredible mistake. We'll talk about that while we're wandering from place to place, but I've got plenty of stories about being a sucker. Glad that stopped. Monday, April 3rd, 1995. So this is actually before the other one that we read, reading them out of sequence. This is 5 years prior. I think they're all children here. Trisha visited me again ever since Scott was fired. 1990. Oh! I'm sorry. I'll be right back, everybody. 1990. Okay, so I thought it said 2000. I don't know why I thought it said 2000. But yeah, so no, they're actually really little. Hang on. Let's go in. 1990. He's working for their dad. He's working for her dad, Charles. Now he's 5 years older than Trisha and actually, we don't know Trisha's age. We know he's 5 years older than Scott. Trisha could be older than Scott. That's fair. He wished he had Tinder in the 90s. Oh no. Okay. No, listen, it's okay. I was a sucker. It took a while to learn. The problem is TV. TV teaches you, like I said, we'll talk about that while we're walking from place to place. The lies that TV told me. Monday, April 3rd, 1995. So this is 5 years after. That means Derek is already working for Trisha's father. Trisha visited me again. Ever since Scott was fired and was told not to see Trisha anymore, she's been visiting me quite often. Not only is she angry at Vivian, she's also annoyed with Scott, saying that Scott is avoiding her. Kind of lines up with some other things that have been happening around that time. Scott did say to the newspaper after Vivian died that he enjoys spending his time alone in the cabin. Wednesday, June 28th, 1995. I visited Mom today. Her cancer has relapsed. After her tumor disappeared 2 years ago, no one expected it to return again, especially this quickly. That is the way it works. Mom looked fine and seemed to be getting used to the hospital visits. Dr. Johnson said the chemotherapy sessions are needed due to the late-stage cancer. Pardon me. And that she would need my support more than ever. Upon leaving, I saw Scott talking with Dr. Johnson. They looked serious. I wonder if Scott found a new job after being fired. Thursday, July 12, 1995. Dr. Johnson's body was found near Cherry Creek Lake today. The police came and interviewed Vivian. Apparently, she was seen with Dr. Johnson a lot. Vivian was heard with her voice raised at the police during the interview. Okay, so she raised her voice to the cops. Trisha got frightened and locked herself in her room. I don't know what's going on. That's a stressful thing. And if you're innocent, sometimes when you're stressed, you yell at people. Actually, sometimes guilty people yell too. Don't listen to the last part. Don't trust yelling. Yelling often means that the person feels like they're out of control. Saturday, July 15th, 1995. The police came to my house to interview me again about the death of Dr. Johnson. I'm so tired of all that has happened recently. Friday, October 27th. Scott came back with Father Matthew today. Their lawyer came too. Reporters were waiting at the church asking why they would allow a killer back to Painscreek, so he left for a time. Trisha came back from hospital. Oh, they're English. Trisha came back from hospital and was desperate to see Scott. When Charles and Bernard stopped her, she broke down in tears. What can I do? It's my horrible English accent. It was fun though. It was fun for me. Wait, can I not see that letter? Fine, I cannot see that letter. And I still don't have access to that red thing. Nope, it will not let me pick it up. Okay. We've got to go to hospital. Okay. Whoa, this is old. Okay. May 3rd, 1974. Derek turned 4 today. Alright, so he was born in 1970. Meaning he was 25 when he was writing in that last journal. And 20 in 1990. I don't recall how old Scott was then, but we do have a marker for that. We can figure that out. It is a little strange that the 20-year-old was sitting there pining so hard for a female. There really must have been no options here at all. Like, is there no other 20-year-old females for you to pine after? She appears to like this 15-year-old. I very much doubt that makes her 20. That would be weird. Women mature faster than men, so that would be like freaking that would be like her dating somebody like herself at 13. It doesn't, the mindset, it's not correct. Also, I mean, he was more concerned with winning than hitting the brakes. Sucker. Scott. Anyway, May 3rd, 1974, Derek turned 4 today. Vivian organized a small party for him. I really appreciate what she has done for us. After blowing out the birthday candles, I asked him what he wished for. He said, "I wish to see Papa." I didn't know what to say to him. I couldn't tell him that his father left us. Oh, man. Oh, we saw where that ended. No, did we? No, that was Daniel and Andrew. Okay. August 22nd, 1974. Vivian is being hospitalized for mental instability. Dorothy has asked for me to care for Vivian while she remains at the hospital. Okay. I wonder how Vivian must be feeling right now, knowing that she might not be able to conceive anymore. Madeline wants a boy to continue the family line. Not being able to have children anymore will be devastating for Vivian. I pity her. October 9th, 1974. I just can't stand Sophia. She's not that pretty. Just barely a year working here and the others are already serving her hand and foot. She's just here to take advantage of the Roberts family. I don't trust her. I wish she'd just disappear. Okay. empty this out. Like, I can't read that. Oh my god, what does that say? Pick it up. Thank you. I might say thank you. I don't know. I'm hoping this is not very important, because if it is, it won't let me keep it, number one. Number two, I can't, like, empty it out. Give me a little money. So, let's hope the game just wanted to let us see a pretty purse. What? I need a tool to fix this. Like a Slim Jim? Let's just see if that's what, doesn't work? No, it does. Come on. If you can open a car with this, you can open a drawer. Okay, you can't. The moral of this game is, if you are a reporter, you can do anything you want. You can just go into buildings. Well, we received quite the education. Okay. And now we're gonna end by going to the mansion and checking out, we're gonna be paying attention to Bernard's locker. I think we unlocked that, but, again, courtesy of Tabby, she said that I may have overlooked a book in the maid's room. Silver Lake and Maple. Yep, Maple's the one we want. Sean Penn's son. That's so messed up. Sean Penn is an interesting character, and if this was like a movie or something, he would be great for that part. You know, a little, just a little bit. Oh yeah, I told you guys while we're walking. Let me tell you about a show called Family Matters. There was a character on there named Steve Urkel. And Steve Urkel was, he was a nerd. And the thing about it is, so every episode, Steve would do something good, it would go wrong. It would go wrong, and then someone would be mean to him, and then at the end, the audience would go, "Aww," and everybody would be nice to him. This is the opposite of real life. This is a terrible thing to show children. Being equipped with this, I was not prepared for much of what went on in the real world. That's why, when my son was growing up, yeah, we went down there already. I was very careful with what he saw. Not, I mean, you want to be mindful of what children see anyway, but the things that I allowed him to watch were not necessarily things, I'm looking for secret rooms, were not necessarily things you would think that a child should maybe watch. A lot of it was like Burn Notice. It's a show about a guy who's a spy kind of guy, and I made sure, like some people say it's like a modern day Robin Hood. I made sure that the things that he watched would not send him goofy ideas about how the world works, to make sure that he stood ahead of the game. Also, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Buffy's freaking great. I really enjoyed that show. Uh, and I did not want him watching it because Xander kind of plays a simp for the first like 1.5 seasons, I think it was. It's like, no, 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 we cannot have you observing this behavior and thinking that it's okay. Can I move this? Maybe there's something that needs to be moved in the room. That's something I actually look at the carpets and click them, because like what if I roll up the carpet and it's like, voila, there's a secret, hatch door to underground. No, okay. So there is a secret room in the mansion. They did explore it. This is not it. Where's the map? If there was a secret room, it shouldn't appear on the map. So maybe that's a silly thing. So yeah, that's kind of my thing. And this happened on a lot of programs when I was growing up, and it sends a message that, being a simp this is not so bad. No, it is so bad. I'm telling you right now that it is. I can't use either of these here. This is interesting. Was I just not aimed correctly? Okay. Okay. Let's try to stay on task. Bernard's locker room, book in the maid's room. Okay. Hey, Patty, I hope you have a great day. I think that's, okay. Where is the exercise room? Yeah, that's Bernard's locker. There was something in there that we were able to retrieve. I think it was a house key. Maybe it was Bernard's house key. Derek, Trisha, these are all open. Okay. I believe the maid's room was over here. Nope, that's the bathroom. Oh, this might be the maid's room, is it? Yep, this is the maid's room. I forgot to return the servant room key in time, so I left it in the kitchen drawer. Sorry about that. Okay. So we found out ducking over here sometimes makes these harder to click, but from up here, they're a little easier. Okay. Even though you'd think being a little closer, this might be the book that Tabby was talking about. Okay. February 3rd, 1995. I was cleaning the mansion attic today when I found Derek and Wanda's old stuff. I asked Derek about it, and he told me he used to live here with his mom until he was about 6 years old. We chatted for like an hour. I've never talked to him that much. It felt quite nice talking with him, rather relaxing. I had to interact with Bernard today. His left wrist was swollen pretty badly. When I asked what happened, he claimed he fell during rock climbing and twisted his left hand, so he can't help with writing the Easter invitations this year. I told him he only needs his right hand for writing. He looked at me as if I was joking. How could I have known he was left-handed? That might be a clue. Horror movies. I just read. Sandy said, "I raised my kids on good old-fashioned horror movies." Horror movies are actually, well, back then. Now things are getting a little weird again. That's how it works. Everything happens in cycles. Horror movies are like moral fairy tales. You're like all the characters in the horror movie, and the versions of you that make better decisions are the ones that take the longest to die or the ones that get to live. Generally. April 17th, 1995. Dorothy asked me to help clean her house tomorrow. I didn't know she has her own place. I thought she lived with the Roberts family in the nanny's room. She said she hasn't used that house for the past few months, but it needs to be taken care of every now and then. She'll be 60 this year. I think I should help her. The address is 40 Black Pine. Okay. Trisha and Vivian had an argument during dinner. Vivian is thinking to send Trisha to college, but Trisha wants to be with Scott. She's not thinking straight. June 1st, 1995. I was about to clean the gallery when I noticed the door was already slightly open. I looked inside and saw Mr. Roberts standing in front of a painting. Right before he left, I heard a faint click. As he was leaving the gallery, I hid in the staircase hallway. When I was sure he was gone, I went into the gallery to see what he was so entranced by. It's just a painting of an old woman with a white headband. I wonder what's so interesting about this lady. There's probably a safe behind it, but I could have swore we clicked on every single painting. June 11th, 1995. There will be a grand party to celebrate Trisha's birthday this evening. She will officially be 21 years old. Oh. This can't be right. Oh my gosh, it must be right. In 95... In 95, Derek was 25 because he was born in 1970. Trisha was 21. Maybe Scott was 18. No, Scott was 20 because Scott is 5 years younger than Derek. Now we have their ages. Trisha and Scott are meeting at the shed behind the mansion. It's a good time. That's a country song. Trisha and Scott are meeting behind the shed, at the shed behind the mansion. I'm gonna write that song. No, I won't. They called it their secret hideout. Okay. I know Vivian doesn't want Trisha to be with Scott. Should I tell her about this? Want to be a snitch? Contemplates being a snitch in June. July 12th. Dr. Johnson is dead. He was the head of Painscreek Community Hospital as well as the Roberts family doctor. The police came by and asked if Vivian would be willing to go down to the station for another interview. I was nervous, but Vivian was very calm and accepted their request. She came back in the evening and assured us that everything was okay. She had nothing to do with Dr. Johnson's death. His death was purely an accident. I mean, it's nice that she didn't have anything to do with it, but to just say that it's definitely an accident. Oh, I was cleaning Miss Roberts' tea room when I stumbled across a pile of letters full of negative comments addressed to her. We'd read this before. I've also read this one before, but just in case it synergizes with something we've read recently. I need to report Scott to Bernard. His suspicious acts are getting out of hand. Today I saw him peeking into Mr. and Mrs. Roberts' room from the window. He's been told many times not to do this. Okay. Alright, well, we have caught up on... I think we've caught up on the things to do, but before we go... Let's go take a peek at that picture to see if it acts differently now, which I think would be a little unfair, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. We're looking for a woman with a white headband. Wow, that is the flashlight on. Is this not the headband? There we go. That was very sneaky of you guys. But there it is. And it's another 4. It's another 4-digit combo. All right, we are going to end here today. Thank you all so much for joining. I had a great time. Thank you so much, Tabby, for sending me those those notes. There was definitely things on there that I did not have, and even the things I did have, like checking the sheriff's office, I didn't have any good reason other than, well, now I have a flashlight. So that was really cool. We were able to get a lot today. Today was very busy running around. We'll be doing this again next Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Everybody take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next week.